If you're running a B2B business with a high ticket offer, what I'm about to share could transform your entire marketing approach. Today, I'm going to break down the exact video funnel strategy that's helped my clients double their qualified leads and achieve at least a 7x ROI on their ad spend. Now, this isn't theory. This is the actual funnel that I use with my SaaS clients to consistently drive quality leads into sales calls. And the best part is you can implement this same strategy in your business, even if you're not comfortable being on camera yourself. Now, I call it the 411 video ad funnel. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why it works so well for B2B SaaS specifically, and how you can implement it into your business to start seeing better conversion rates and higher quality leads. You see, after years of working with high-ticket B2B SaaS companies, I've discovered that the traditional video marketing just doesn't cut it, all right? When you're selling software solutions that cost thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, your customers aren't making impulse purchases. They are making calculated decisions about investments that could transform their entire business operations. And that's why we need a more strategic approach, especially in the B2B space. We need to really nurture them through this funnel. So let me break down what the 411 video funnel actually is. Sitting on top, we have the 4 dynamic awareness ads. Now, these capture attention from different angles. Then it filters down to one comprehensive virtual sales letter, or VSL, that tells your complete story. And then that filters down to one personalized thank you / next steps video that dramatically increase your show up rates. I sometimes say next steps because it's completely dependent on the funnel itself and the subjectivity of the brand, but we'll get into that. Now, let me share a real example of how this works. All right. I recently worked with a fintech SaaS company, and they had a great product. And somehow they were really struggling with their conversion rates. And their target audience was small to medium-sized businesses looking to automate their financial processes. Sounds familiar? Well, here is the exact approach that we structured. Now, the first layer was the 4 dynamic ads that we created. We did 4 distinct 15 to 30 second ads. Now, each approaching their audience's pain point, but from a different angle. Now, ad 1 focused on the time wasted on manual financial processes. This was extremely important for their audience, so we wanted to highlight that in a way that was unique and really got that brand awareness right at the top of the funnel that said, hey, we hear you, we understand where you're going through. And ad number 2, it highlighted the cost of human error in bookkeeping, another thing very popular for the fintech space. Ad 3 showcased something different. We went down a different route that was more testimonial based. So we showed a success story from one of their clients, and that immediately brought into the fact that their solution actually helps them. And ad number 4, we introduced their solution with a compelling hook. This was something that was different, that actually was geared toward the fact that a pain point really addressed that specific audience's needs and wants. And for some reason, that was the one that stood out in terms of the hook. Now, here's why this section works, all right? The different messages resonate with different people. Now, your audience as a whole, it has multiple pain points. So if you can break those up into your ads and really test out which of those pain points they're meeting, you can kind of filter in to say, hey, that pain point is more. And some are motivated by pain points, others are by success stories, but by creating multiple variations, we're casting a wider net while still targeting the same specific niche audience, right? Now, the second layer was the virtual sales letter. So once you get all of those ads filtered in, you got the right audience, not the most audience, you have the right audience filtered in, then you push them down into that second layer, which pushes them to that landing page where your virtual sales letter or VSL sits. And this right here is where the magic happens when it comes to video content. So once someone clicks through from one of those ads, they land on a page with our VSL. Now think of it as a condensed sales presentation, but here's the key. It's not just another boring product demo or a walkthrough of your features or high-class animation and motion graphics, which is what most SaaS businesses do. No, we are different. We are bringing personality and human into this funnel. But in about 7 minutes is key here for the time. More on that in a second. But in 7 minutes, we do the following. We share the story behind the problem that they're facing. We can demonstrate a deep understanding of their pain points. We present the solution in a way that feels very natural and not salesy. We include real case studies and testimonials from your other clients. And we guide them toward the next step, which is usually in this case for B2B high ticket is booking a call. And that's very important. We'll go over that in a second as well. Now the VSL is crucial because it does the heavy lifting of your sales presentation 24/7. And it's like having your best salesperson working around the clock, never getting tired, never missing a beat. It is constantly inviting people in, and it's constantly sharing the offer, and it's positioning your brand as the thought leader, the person, the solution to their pain points. That's really important. So the third layer then, as we filter down and they say, okay, well, you've got me hooked. I was brand awareness. Now I've really understood the message, and I think that this is probably a good solution for me. You've laid out all the steps. Now we go to that next part, which is the thank you video. And this is the secret weapon that almost every business misses, and it's costing them thousands in lost opportunities. And the real question is, why do they miss it? It's because most businesses, especially SaaS businesses, think that the job is done once someone books a call. They say, cool, we got it, we're in. But the real unfair advantage for SaaS businesses is they are tech, all right? They might send an automated calendar invite and call it a day. But here's the thing. That gap between booking and showing up, that's where doubt creeps in, especially if there's an elongated time from that booked call. And that's where the excitement of the product or the offer tends to fade. Now, not for everybody. There's a strong majority of those, especially who sit through all of those 7 minutes where they actually can't get enough of their offer, and they are there to show up. But that's where you lose potential clients, is in that gap. And this is exactly where a personalized thank you video becomes your secret weapon. After someone books a call, they receive that video, a thank you / next steps video that does the following. It congratulates them on taking action, and it confirms their next steps clearly. What can they expect? Who are they going to get on a phone call with? And it sets expectations about the call itself. It'll also provide any necessary preparation details, things that they might not know about. It makes them feel valued and acknowledged. And most importantly, it builds anticipation for the upcoming call. Frequently asked questions that they might have. And it's really important to get this right and to make it really personal. Now, it doesn't have to be uber personal like, hey, Jonathan, thanks very much for sending this through. Again, bonus points if you can do that. But you can have an automated one that is more natural, sitting, even a selfie version is just sharing these next steps. But let me share something powerful about this last part, about this thank you video. So before implementing the thank you video, that fintech client was seeing about 50% show up rates for their sales calls. And that means that there's something missing there. There's something in the offer that's not getting them to show up. So what we did was we added this thank you video. And after adding this personal touch, their show up rates jumped to nearly 85%. And that's not just a statistic, that is nearly double the opportunities to close deals. So think about it. If your sales team is closing at 30%, doubling your show up rate essentially doubles your revenue without changing anything else in your funnel, for nothing at all than adding one more step of a personalized video message that puts you at the front of the face and makes sure that your audience knows, hey, I hear you, or human, I've looked at your thing, this makes sense, all right? And this is precisely where I usually come in. As a professional video presenter, I can become the consistent face of your brand throughout this entire funnel, from the first ad impression all the way through to the thank you video. And the power of seeing the same trusted face guiding you through the journey cannot be overstated. It creates a big level of comfort and familiarity that dramatically increases conversion rates. That's really important when it comes to SaaS businesses, where a whole majority of the business is done online. It's tech. So the real question is, why does this whole funnel work so well? And in one word, it's consistency. When your audience sees the same person guiding them through the entire process, it builds trust. And I'll be the first one to say it. As a video presenter, 100% of the time, it is so much better to have the CEO or someone on the executive team facilitate these ads, facilitate this VSL, and facilitate this thank you video. But not all CEOs have the time, energy, or comfortability of being on camera, which is why I hop in. But I'm not just some hired spokesperson. I become a familiar face representing the brand. It's someone who actually understands their challenges and is genuinely interested in their success. Most of the tech brands I work with, I'm intrinsically motivated to become a part of their brand. And that shines through in the content because I'm really happy to share these tech things that are actually changing the scope of our society. So that's just a little insight. Now, you might be wondering, but Eric, what about when they get on the call and then they see that it's not you that they're talking to? And that's a great question. I get asked it all the time. And this is where a proper expectation setting comes in. Throughout the funnel, all right, we need to make it clear that they'll be speaking with a qualified team member. And think about it, like any major brand, any enterprise tech SaaS, you might see the CEO in their ads, but you know that you're not going to be talking to them directly when you reach out. Think about if you're reaching out to 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗧 and you're interested in his, $3 million to $8 million to $10 million offer. You might not hop on with Alex in the initial one. However, he is in the ads, he's in the content, he's filtering you through this guided area. And then when you finally do get on with one of the team members, they are qualifying in order to get on with Alex, potentially, depending on how his sales is organized. But the key to making this funnel successful is understanding exactly who it's for and how to optimize it for maximum conversions. And this funnel typically works best specifically for B2B SaaS companies with high ticket offers, where the primary call to action is booking a call. And why is that? We've tested this before. We've tried it with e-commerce. We've tried it with service-based providers. And service-based providers is a next step underneath, depending on the offer, if it's medium ticket, low ticket, etc. But why is that? And it's because these consultation calls are where you can truly qualify leads and showcase the full value of your premium solution. It's very important here. And here's why this matters. Is when your CTA is book a call and you've properly structured your funnel, the people who actually complete your booking form and are already highly qualified. You've done your due diligence on the ads to make sure they're a good fit, the VSL to really watch their offer. But before the form of the book a call, you're qualifying them even more on some steps to verify that they're the right ones to hop on. Then you send them a next steps thank you video to make sure that they're following along, that they've answered all the questions ahead of time, so that when they hop on board, they have consumed everything, your ads, your VSL, and taking the time to fill out a detailed form. They're showing real intent. And this isn't like asking someone to sign up for a free trial or download a white paper. These are potential clients who are ready for a serious conversation about your solution. They are ready to buy, it's in their budget, they've qualified that, and they're here to show up because they definitely want to make a change. And here's a powerful bonus strategy that I use. Once you identify which of your 4 dynamic ads is performing best, you can apply what I call as the 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗧 method. Alex 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗧. And I do this really, really happily because it involves taking your winning ads and creating 10 to 20 variations of just the first 5 seconds. Now, these are different hooks, testing various angles and approaches. So it's very similar to what we did with the 4 ads. However, in the 4 ads, what we are testing is the angle itself on the full ads. However, once we find that one that works, what we are doing is we're keeping that chunk, but now we're testing the different approaches across the board. There's 10 to 20 different approaches that you can do from a hook point of view that makes the ad content great. You've already proved that in your ads, but it's the hooks that you really want to challenge. And this is something I do with my clients that really gets them about, usually between the 10 to 20 that we create, there's 1 or 2 that really hit hard on your audience. And you're testing those approaches. But those are your gold mines. And this is what 𝗷𝗓𝗄𝗎 teaches. You can double and triple down on those and therefore put more money behind it and therefore get more ROI, more people coming into your funnel, etc. And the cool part about the funnel that I'm just thinking of is the fact that you can test out each portions of the funnel and see which ones are not working. So think of it like a drain. As you're going through this drain, you're actually testing to see how many people get through. And statistically, this should make sense if you're familiar with marketing. However, if there's a bottleneck, if there's not too many leads coming at a specific point, so let's say after the VSL, they're not really booking the call. There's something missing in your VSL. You need to regroup that. But it's easier said than done because you know exactly where that is. So if you can win those crucial first seconds in those hooks, then you've won the battle for attention. And I've seen clients double their click-through rates just by optimizing these opening moments, these hooks. So here is my challenge to you. Take a look at your current marketing funnel, all right? Your current ads. Are you missing any of these crucial elements? Are you relying too heavily on just one type of ad? Are you letting potential clients slip away between booking and showing up for calls? Remember, in the B2B SaaS world, it's not about making a quick sale. It has nothing to do with that, especially in today's age. It's about building trust and demonstrating value through the entire customer journey. And this funnel does exactly that. It nurtures them all the way across the funnel. Now, before we wrap up, let me leave you with just one final thought. The most successful SaaS companies today aren't just selling software. They're selling solutions to real world problems. And your marketing funnel should reflect that by educating, nurturing, and building trust at every step in your solution. All right. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe for more SaaS marketing strategies. I'm going to be dropping some more often, usually daily, we're going to try for. So drop a comment below if you have any questions about implementing this funnel in your business, or if you'd like some help getting started, or if you would like any new content on a specific feature, I'd be happy to share. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.